Emily here with another how to draw video. In this lesson we will be drawing this pig standing at the fence. So grab your pencil, grab your stomp, grab an eraser, get some smooth paper, and let's draw. Now if you're questioning what is a stomp, this is a stomp. This is pressed paper. All it is a blending tool. So if you don't have one, don't panic. You can make it through this lesson without it. I use mechanical pencils. 0.9 is my favorite because it has a nice thickness, a nice bold black tip. I use a click eraser. This is a nice white eraser. If you have that pink gummy eraser, that'll be fine. If you want to get a nice toolkit for yourself, that would be something you would want to purchase, is a white eraser. I do have this gray gummy thing on one of my pencils, and I don't really like how it tears up the paper. So just think about those things when you're drawing. Now let's get started. I have smooth paper. I'm going to be using cardstock. I'm actually going to grab scrap paper. So grab yourself scrap paper. This is one I wrote some notes on. And I'm going to grab my pencil, and every good athlete likes to warm up. So let's do a little warm up drill going on. I'm just going to challenge my hand to make dash marks along my paper. Okay, try to challenge yourself to just make that movement. Now let's make some circles. Just go fast. You don't have to make them perfect. You can make some squiggly lines. All we're doing is warming up the muscles in our hands. I know a lot of you are on your computers and tablets and cell phones, so you're not using the muscles that you would if you were writing long letters to your mother or long letters to your grandmother, you know, those things that people did long ago. So warm up your hands. Can you say warm up, warm up, warm up? Okay, let's warm them up. Go in different directions, do different things. Yeah, I'm just scribbling. That's all I'm doing. So you get the idea? Everybody all warmed up? Everybody ready to go? Did you stretch it out? I love drawing with you guys. Thank you for taking some time today to draw with me. This one's dedicated to my mother. She requested an easy draw. And Blythe, my new friend, and Olivia and Talia, they all want an easy to draw. So let's get started. Here's my new piece of paper. It's nice and clean. Oh, look, I have a dog. Bark, bark, bark. That's my corgi. Now I'm going to be drawing that for my summer special A to Z Draw With Me. So I'm going to look at the middle of my paper, and notice I have a smaller piece of paper than just a giant sheet because I don't like to have to fill up all that space. So I just went all the way across my paper, and look, I even went off. Ah! That's okay. I can erase that later. So just draw a line all the way across your paper. Okay? Now when we draw, let's draw real light and real loose. And have your eraser available, okay? Because in my drawings, we erase a lot. Because, why do we do that, you say? Because we like to build the character. We like to build the shape, okay? So put maybe 2 fingers right in the middle of your page, okay? If you're not able to put your hand here, that's okay. You can just eyeball it. I'm just going to start, and I'm going to go up, 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 and around my fingers, okay? I'm just going to make a nice arch all the way around my fingers. Can you guys see that with my light? I'm having light issues. There we go. So if you can see, there we go. I did it a little darker than I prefer when we start out, because if you draw dark, it's harder to erase. When you draw dark, you cut into the paper. So be very careful when you are starting out. So if you don't use your fingers, you can just eyeball it if you're more of a pro than me. So go ahead and lightly draw that, okay? So that's the pig head. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to look at the middle of our head, and let's draw a nice oval shape. Draw real light, remember. Okay, I just had like a bump in my desk, so I made a nice bump. So go ahead, fix that. Just do it real light so you can have draw in your detail later. Now, right above the nose, what I want to do is find the middle. Okay, I put a little dash right there just to help me. I'm going to come to the right side and I'm going to write the letter L. Okay, you with me? Now, let's go to the other side. Now, anytime you need, you can push pause, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't say, oh, Miss Emily, please slow down. You know, you just hit that pause button, okay? I'm going to keep going, and just know that pause is your best friend. Yay! Can we say yippee skippy? So we have our eyes, we have our nose. What else do we need? Ears. Let's think about this. I'm going to have one ear flopped over, so I'm going to put a triangle, and in honor of my son, I'm thinking about food. I'm going to do a pizza shape. You know what a pizza shape is? A triangle. Yeah, let's do a triangle right there. That is so funny. I'm going to put a pizza on this pig's head. So then on this side, let's put a triangle coming up. We want to have his ear coming up. This one's up, this one's flopped down. Can you see that? There you go. Okay, so we have 2 ears, 2 eyes, and a nose. Okay, say, Miss Emily, that is the weirdest pig I've ever seen. But what are we doing? We're building our character, okay, or blocking in the shape. So that's what we want to do. We want to block it all in and then put the detail in. Now, for the hand, his little legs, his hooves that are hanging over, watch what I'm going to do. Let's do a hot dog shape. A hot dog on a pig. That is so funny. Let's do a hot dog shape right there, which is an oval. But, you know, I'm hungry, so we're going to call it a hot dog shape. Let's do another one. Let's have them pointed inward. Okay, there you go. Nice. Look at us. Sweet. You guys are the best artists ever. Okay, let's start putting in our detail, okay? Then we'll just start building the bottom down. I want to get the top finished before we start building the bottom. Why? Because my hand is naughty. Sometimes it gets all in all that mess and wipes it all down. So think about when you're drawing what you need to be doing in order to build your character so you don't mess it up with your own hands. So grab an eraser. I'm going to just use the tiny one on my pencil, and I'm going to go in and erase the inside of this ear. Okay, you got that? Get all that. Now I've got all this icky stuff here. I'm going to use my dusting brush. I just got this from Hobby Lobby, and brush that off. That way I'm not sliding my hand across my art again and getting the side of my hand dirty and messing up my art. Okay, little tip for you famous artists out there. So for this ear, what are we going to do? Let's go and round these corners. Let's round it out. We don't have sharp edges on our little pig, okay? Round out those edges on the top. Now when you come down to the bottom, whip it out. Watch that, whip it out. Let's put some little tiny hairs down there. Let's give our little pig some texture. Have you ever touched a pig? Pigs are so much more fun than I ever thought. They're kind of rubbery feeling, and they have little hairs all over them. It's just so funny. So you have one ear. Let's go over and do the same thing to this ear, but what's the difference? It's pointed up, okay? So it's not flopped over, it's up. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to the outside. I'm going to put a little curve in my ear. Did you see how I did that? I just followed the outside halfway. I dipped down just a tiny bit and went back up. Okay, you take your time. You go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to erase this line that I have on my pig because why? I want the ear on the head, not just plopped on top of it. Okay, I want it to be part of his head. So let's go in just a little. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow this line up. Watch what I'm going to do. Here we go. Follow that line and touch the top. So that's the thickness of the ear. Take your time, do a really good job. Don't be in a hurry. Now on the bottom part, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go out and then pull it back up. Okay, go out. Okay, this one we went down. This one we're just going to go out. Okay, just like that, and swoop it up. Can you say swoop it? That's kind of a fun word to say. My mom's watching. She's like, oh, stop making me say things. I know it. I know it. So you have 2 ears. Oh my goodness. Let's give this dude some hair. Ready? Blah, let's give him some hair. Just spike it on the top. He doesn't care what his hair looks like. He's a little pig. He doesn't care. So for the eyes, I want my L's to be the same. I'm going to make them little circles. I don't want to make them ovals today. So I'm going to take my L and I'm just going to make circles out of them. Okay, go ahead and make your circles. Make your nice circles. And then to give it some personality, let's give it reflective dots. Now my reflective dots are going to be on the right side. So if you put reflective dots, always put them on the same side. Don't go left and right. Go right, right, or left, left. Got it? Good. Very good. Now, if you ever need, you just push that pause. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You just push pause, okay? You can do it. And by the way, hit that thumbs up if you're having a good time drawing with me today. Thumbs up on that one. That's awesome. Now for the nose, let's go and let's add that dark line around the outside, okay? Go outside that line. Give it a nice, bold, dark look. There you go. Nice. This is looking good. Now, I've drawn this probably 6 or 7 times, so if yours does not look like mine, do not get upset. I've been working all day drawing, getting my muscles in my hands all worked, and I'm working really hard at making things look sharp and clean. So you take your time, draw this 3 or 4 times, and then yours should start to look like just like mine. Now I drew 2 ovals, okay, as I was explaining. Now for the nose, we want to draw the thickness. When you look into the pig's nose, you see that there's a little thickness there, right? You can leave it like that and color in the inside the nose. And here, I'm just going to do it real light. I don't want it to look too dark and scary. So let's just draw that part. You see that pig nose now? Yay! That looks so cool. Very cool. So let's work on these legs. Let's erase this line inside the leg on both of them. Let's just do both of them while we have our eraser out. Erase both those lines, get it nice and clean, clean it off. Very good. Now if you ever have any tips on art supplies, better art supplies, fun art supplies, you let me know. I have an electric eraser. I have this teeny tiny eraser somewhere. So I enjoy wonderful art supplies to help me draw. Look at this teeny tiny eraser. It's so small. I just love fun things. You let me know. So I'm going to start at the top of this leg. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull it from inside the body. I'm going to come down all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, I'm going to make a W. See this W? Wow, that's so cool. You're thinking, what? And then I'm going to tuck it right at that edge of that wood. Do you see what I did? Watch again. I'm going to come, I'm going to pull it down, make my W, then pull it up to the edge of the wood and be it right at that edge. Okay, you go ahead and draw those. Pull it down, make your W, and then pull it right to the top of that wood line, the wood fence line. And then I'm going to go back and clean up my work. And if you need, if I'm going too fast, what are you going to do? Pause, pause, pause. Push that pause button. Clean up your work as you go. Let's have fun. Let's make this the cutest pig you've ever seen. And let's have a lot of fun doing it. Now, in the hooves, we're going to darken the end of the hooves. because usually they're, you know, dark and black, or mostly in pictures they're dark and black. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's give this a nice look. There we go, nice and crisp and clean. Now for the wood, we're going to do another line coming, watch me, right through the pig, right there. Okay, there's the top of the wood, that's the thickness. We want to show the thickness. Why? Because in 3D, we want to show the illusion of depth. Okay, then we have a piece of wood. Now that would make a cute card. You could have this for like a birthday card, or Father's Day's coming up, you could do a Father's Day card. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another line. We're going to draw another piece of wood. So draw the little thickness right here. And then let's look at this right here and draw a line to match that one. Okay, just go down the, I'm going real light because we're going to add texture to the wood as soon as we finish drawing this pig. Okay, everybody caught up with me? Now follow the line down the pig. Watch what I'm going to do. Right between the wood, I'm going to draw the pig's body. I'm going to do that on both sides. Pull the pig's body down. Now when we come to the bottom, what I want to do is pull it down just like we did the other hooves, and we're going to draw the W. Make it kind of big. This is the foot. Okay, this is his foot hoof. I don't know what else to say. It's a foot hoof. So go ahead, color those in, make your W's, get a nice shaded hoof right there. I'm out of lead. There we go. That's why I like mechanical pencils. I didn't have to pause and sharpen, though that is, you know, the way to go. I just prefer my mechanical pencils. Okay, so we have that. Oh, let's add a little pigtail. Watch. I'm going to do a little curly Q over there. There we go. I have a pigtail. Yay! I didn't have that one earlier on my earlier drawing, so that makes me happy. I like the pigtail. So we have our basic outline here. Let's put this little guy standing in some mud. So let's go a little behind the hoof and let's just shade it in. Get some mud. I could draw some foreshortened circles and create really awesome circle mud piles, but we want to keep this an easy lesson, right? You guys will try some of my other lessons later and learn how to do the harder things like a foreshortened circle. Can you say foreshortened? And a foreshortened square? What? That's crazy. Now let's go do the wood. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to wiggle my hand just a little and give this wood some bumps, like it's been out in the weather. It's, you know, been out on the farm a little bit too long, maybe not. It's got another couple of years. Give it that wood grain feel, that bumpy feel. How you guys doing? Are you sticking with me? Are you staying on this? Is this an easy one? Are you having fun? I know some of you are probably adding bows in this pig's hair, or a bow tie, or even a ball cap, or even, get this, I've had some students put superhero capes on them. That is so funny. When I see some imagination, some extras added to the art, I get so tickled. So if you can find me on Facebook and post one of your pictures, that would be super cool. Okay, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. I'm there, artwithalbright.com, so you can post your pictures. Be nice, only nice things. I don't need any ugliness in this world. I only need greatness. So to add some grain, you can put some circles, ovals, do some curly cues, get some wood grain going. I just wave my pencil back and forth down the wood. It's kind of organized chaos, can we call it that? Just go a little bit. Don't go too crazy. You don't want to mark through your pig like I just did. There we go. And then what we want to do is go back and shade our little pig, okay? My light source when I draw is usually on the right. Why? Because my lamp is over there. and it always casts a shadow on the left side of my page. As you can see right here, I've got a light issue. So let's go down and shade everything on the left side. Okay, what we're doing is shading opposite our light source. Why? Because we want to create the illusion of depth. Okay, that's what 3D drawing is all about, is the illusion of depth. I know you're going to try to say illusion of depth, and I love that. I love that you're learning. I love that you're trying new things. So I'm going to go under the eye, give it just a little curve. Okay, just a little bit of color under the eye. Again, I'm creating the illusion of depth. Look at you. You're already telling me what's going on before I even ask. I love it. So the left side of the nose. Okay, even inside the ear. Let's go in the ear. And let's just shade in some of this ear and give it some more depth. Okay, we're all like that. Yes, I love it. Now under here, we're going to shade quite a bit. Let's go back and forth on this one. Shading, shading, creating that. I'm going to take my stomp and blend under here. Now, if you don't have a stomp, grab a Q-tip. Q-tips work great. Make sure it's clean. Mine is only for working with my pencil. Your pinky works really well, so you can use your pinky if you don't have a stomp with you right now. But make sure not to, go wiping your face or anything with your hand. I'm going to come down to the bottom down here and create some more shading under here, just a cast shadow. And I think I want to add some sprigs of grass, maybe some weeds down here for my little guy to be standing in. He doesn't look like he's doing much down here in the mud. And we put mud down here. Why don't we put some mud on him? I think we need to give him some cute cheeks. Let's give him some shaded cheeks right here and right here. And let's put some mud spots. He's been rolling in the mud. Let's just go ahead and put some mud over here, maybe some over here. I want it to look good, so I'm not going to just start scribbling all over him, right? Let's put some right on the edge over here just to follow through with the side. What do you think? Is that good? I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, let's grab our stomp, my favorite thing to do. And notice on my stomp, it's already a little dirty. Okay, that's the best thing you want. Nobody wants a clean stomp. And I'm using the side of my stomp. I'm not going up and down like this, and I'm not using it like a Crayola. I'm not, brushing it all over the place. I'm taking my time, going down the sides, creating that illusion of depth. See, there's a little shadow cast there. Mixing in the mud. Get all this. This takes the most time, but this is the most fun part, I think. I really enjoy drawing with you today. So I hope you are building your confidence as you're drawing. Now note, I do have quite a few beginner videos that you can go through and try. Some get a little harder and harder, so do what you can. The more you try, let me tell you, the more you try, the better you're going to become. Why? Because you are building those muscles. You have muscles in your hand, and you're making them stronger every time. It's like going to the gym. Nobody wants to go, right? Well, my husband does, but he's very special. But the more you go, the more you work, the better you become. So I'm hoping that you built some confidence today, that you had fun, and that you can come back and do more art with me and share your art with your friends and your family.